welcome. It is December 31st, 2020. Do you know what that means? It is the last day of the year 2020. So our calendar is 12 months long, and we start January and we end that year in December on the 31st. Now, I don't know about you, but you know the year changes at midnight. That is 12 o'clock, 12 p.m., midnight. I can't stay up till midnight anymore. Can you? I fell asleep at 10 o'clock last night, like 10 o'clock. So I know tonight I'm not going to be awake to celebrate at midnight. So I thought it'd be really cool if we got together and we celebrated a New Year's Eve celebration. So we're going to be together for a half hour, and at the end of our half hour, we're going to watch a glittery ball drop down, and at noon, we're going to say, Happy New Year! And that is the way we're going to celebrate. People stay up till midnight and they celebrate, because you know what happens at midnight? The new year starts. Whole year ends. 2020 will end on the 31st at midnight, because on the 31st at midnight, it becomes January 1st of a whole new year, 2021. I am looking forward to it. This has not been the best year. I know we've all had so many disappointments this year and not been able to do so many things we wanted to. And I promise you, 2021 is going to be better. Not right away, but we're going to get there. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to wear our mask. We're going to wash our hands. We're going to stay back from one another. And before you know it, we are all going to get together here in the library for story times, for programs, for hanging out. Wouldn't it be fun to have our furniture back? That's going to happen in 2021. I am so excited. We're going to start our party. I'm going to take these off because we're going to sing a song. This is one of my favorite songs. And if you have been at story time with me, you know that I love the artist Lori Berkner. And she sings this great song called These Are My Glasses. And we're going to sing this song together. All you need to do, and I'll tell you the whole song, and I'll show you what we're going to do during it, okay? So it goes, these are my glasses. So we put on a pair of glasses. And then we take them off. And we make a book. You put your hands together and make a book. And then you open up that book. And we read from the book. So we look at the book and we read. And then we look at the book like we're running our hands across a picture or a page. And then we whoosh, close up the book. All right? So those are the lyrics to the song. And those are the movements that we're going to make. It's super simple. We're going to sing it 3 times in a row. We'll go really slow the first time. All right? You ready? Here we go. These are my glasses. This is my book. I put on my glasses and open up the book. Now I read, and I look. I put down my glasses and whoosh, close up the book. One more time. These are my glasses. This is my book. I put on my glasses and open up the book. Now I read, and I look. I put down my glasses and close up the book. Last time. These are my glasses. This is my book. I put on my glasses and open up the book. Now I read, and I look. Oops. I look. I put down my glasses and close up the book. Good job, everybody. What would it be if Miss Catherine did a song and didn't make one mistake? It wouldn't be Miss Catherine's story time. That's right. All right, guys. So we are going to talk about New Year's Day and what that means. And when people talk about New Year's Day, sometimes they tell a joke. Would you like to hear a joke? Guess who's going to join us? She's coming right here. Oh, hi, Miss Amy.
Happy New Year, or almost. So Miss Catherine.
Yes.
What is a cow's favorite holiday?
Oh, I don't even know, Miss Amy. What is a cow's favorite holiday?
Moo, baby.
Oh, that is great.
What do snowmen like to do on New Year's Eve?
I love snowmen. I don't know. What do snowmen do on New Year's Eve?
Chill out.
Ooh, those are great, Miss Amy. Thank you.
I'll be back later.
Oh, yes. I love jokes, and I love Miss Amy, and I'm so glad that we're here together and we're doing our New Year's party together. So, one of the other things I really like about New Year's is it is a time to start over new. So a lot of people, when New Year's comes around at the beginning of the year every year, they set goals for themselves. They're called resolutions. So you'll hear your parents talk about, well, what will your New Year's resolution be? And as kids, you can have resolutions too, but sometimes maybe you don't know what that means. I have a story. I think it's going to help explain it. It is called Squirrel's New Year's Resolution. It's by Pat Miller, and Kathy Emmer did the beautiful illustrations. And we have been given permission by Albert Whitman Company to read this story to you online. And here we go. This is Squirrel. Squirrel pinned up her brand new Nut of the Month calendar. It's January 1st, the radio said. A great day to make a resolution. Make a resolution, wondered Squirrel. Well, how do I do that? Well, Bear might know. She went to see Bear at the Lone Wood Library. Happy New Year, he said. Well, same to you, Bear. Hey, do you know how to make a resolution? Is it like making a snack? Oh, Bear laughed. Resolutions are more important than snacks. More important than snacks? Said Squirrel. What is a resolution? A resolution is a promise you make to yourself to be better or to help others, said Bear. When we begin a new year, we make a fresh start. Wow. Did you make a resolution? Asked Squirrel. I did, Bear answered. I resolved to teach others how to read, and I'm going to teach Skunk as soon as she gets well. Oh no, Skunk is still sick, Squirrel thought. She hurried over to Skunk's house for a visit. She forgot all about making a resolution. Skunk was sick of being sick. I am stuck in bed until Dr. Owl says I'm better, said Skunk. I would rather learn to read. That's my New Year's resolution. Squirrel knew how to cheer her friend up. She hid at the foot of the bed, and then she popped up and shouted, "Boo!" Skunk giggled, and hide and seek was one of her favorite games. Squirrel popped up again, "Boo!" And again, "Boo!" And now Skunk was laughing hard. Just then Dr. Owl came by. Skunk, I can tell that by your laughter that you're feeling much better, he said. Now you can visit Bear. Just make sure to have a healthy lunch first. Lunch, thought Squirrel, and she headed towards the Hidey Hole Diner. Maybe someone there can help me with my resolution. On her way, she met Mole and Turtle. Mole was holding a map close to his nose. What are you doing? Asked Squirrel. Turtle and I resolved to plant a garden, said Mole, but I can't find a good place to dig with all these trees. Well, wait here, said Squirrel. She dashed up an oak tree and she looked down. She spied Wildcat Creek, and on its bank was the perfect place for a garden. Squirrel scampered down and led Mole and Turtle through the woods to the edge of the creek. She helped them stake out strings for the border of the garden. Thanks, Squirrel. I'll start digging right after lunch, said Mole. Lunch, thought Squirrel. She rushed away. She still hadn't thought of a resolution. At the diner, Squirrel chose a stool next to Porcupine. He looked grumpy. What's wrong? Asked Squirrel. Well, I resolved to be less grumpy, so I'm trying to laugh more, but I can't think of anything funny. Oh, I can help you think of something funny, like Why did the squirrel run back and forth across the road? I don't know. Why? Asked Porcupine. Because she was nuts, laughed Squirrel. Porcupine laughed too. I get it. Oh, that reminds me. What's striped and bouncy? Tell me, giggled Squirrel. Skunk on a trampoline, said Porcupine. Squirrel laughed herself right off her stool. Porcupine said, that's a good one. I better write it down. And off he went to find paper and pencil. Squirrel felt left out. Porcupine has a resolution. So does Bear and Skunk and Mole and Turtle, she thought. I'm the only animal in the forest who hasn't made a New Year's resolution. Rabbit came to take Squirrel's order. Would you like to try my New Year's special? Asked Rabbit. Sure, said Squirrel. Maybe it'll help me make a resolution. I wish I knew how. Well, think of a way to improve yourself, or a way to use what you're good at to help others, said Rabbit. Squirrel ate her lunch special and she thought hard. Just then Skunk came in. I need a healthy lunch. Thanks to Squirrel, I'm feeling better. Sit down with me, Skunk, called Bear. I see you brought your first book. Turtle and Mole came in. What do you have for two thirsty animals who just started a garden, said Mole. Squirrel found a terrific place for it, said Turtle. Porcupine hurried in. Do you know why Bear said caw, caw? Before anyone could answer, Porcupine said he was learning another language. All the animals laughed. I didn't know you were so funny, said Mole. Me either, said Porcupine. Squirrel got me started. Rabbit said to Squirrel, you're doing a good job on your resolution. I didn't know I had one, said Squirrel. Your actions are better than words. It looks like you resolve to help someone every day, said Rabbit. Really? Said Squirrel. I did it. I made my first resolution. Hooray for Squirrel, shouted all the animals. It was going to be a very happy new year. She said, I resolved to help someone every day. The end. I love that book because it really does explain to you what your New Year's resolution could be. It could be just to be kind to someone. It could be to pick up your toys for your mom every day, to do your chores on time, to do your homework. Anything that helps you become a better person in your mind is what your resolution should be. And if you need help figuring it out, you can always ask the adults around you. They're there to help you out, right? Okay, so we've done resolution. I think we should probably get up and dance a little. My favorite thing to do at story time, you might know this, is head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I think I'm going to try and leave my crown on because it looks so pretty. 2021. So we're going to stand up. All right. And we're going to wiggle our fingers and wiggle just a little bit and get ready. And we're going to sing head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears, and under my mouth is my mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes, I did not realize that wearing a mask would cover up my nose and my mouth. That's all right. You know they're under there, right? Okay, let's try this really slow. Can we do that? So we'll do head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Go really slow. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Oh my gosh. I feel like I could fall asleep. I think, let's try this. Let's do it really fast. As fast as we possibly can. You want to try? Okay. Here we go. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Oh, that was fabulous. I think I enjoy fast better than slow. But I think I'm going to sit down now. Put my crown back on. Fell all the way back. And maybe Miss Amy has a few more jokes. What do you think? I see her. Here she comes. Hi, Miss Amy.
Hey, Miss Catherine. You know what I liked about that book?
What?
It had some jokes in it that I really enjoyed.
I know.
But I got a few more for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Why do birds fly south for New Year's Eve?
Why do birds fly south for New Year's Eve?
It's too far to walk.
Oh! It really is. Uh-oh. My crown's coming off. All right.
All right.
Got another one?
Why should you put a new calendar in the freezer?
I have no idea. Why would you do that?
To start off the new year in a cool way.
Oh! These are the best jokes, Miss Amy. Thank you. Oh my gosh. All right. So, we have another story about New Year's Eve. And it's one of my favorite. Natasha Wing, if you do not know, does a lot of stories about the night before some events. So the night before the first day of school, the night before Christmas, the night before Halloween. I think she might even have a night before Thanksgiving. This one is called The Night Before New Year's. And it is by Natasha Wing. And it was illustrated by Amy Woomer. And Gossip and Dunlap Publishing has given us permission to read this. So there it is. Look at that. He's got a hat on and then confetti. Whoa. 'Twas the last day of December, what we call New Year's Eve. A whole year had flown by, and it was hard to believe. We were pretty excited. Our puppy was too. We cheered out with the old and in with the new. Oh, please, I begged, can I stay up till midnight? For this one special evening, my parents told us, all right. So we drove to the store to buy party supplies, hats and horns and poppers and sparkly bow ties. At home, we put up all the streamers and balloons, silver glitter and gold stars to twinkle up our rooms. A banner was hung by the ceiling with care in hopes that baby New Year would soon be there. We gathered for dinner, a grand late night feast, our whole family's favorites. I ate 3 cupcakes at least. Wow. With a clink of our glasses, we all gave a toast to making New Year's resolutions. My dad had the most. But I couldn't come up with a single one. Val, that's okay, said Mom. You don't have to right now. After dinner was done, we played checkers and charades and then broke out the cards for a long game of spades. We shared fond memories. Oh, there were dozens of holidays, camping trips, and new baby cousins. Our eyelids were droopy, so we ducked out for some fresh air. And then came in to watch the crowd lining Times Square. 1 more hour, said Dad, until the new year is here. Put on your hats, said Mom. Let's practice our cheer. Counting down from 10 without a single mistake, we tooted our horns and popped poppers. Now I was wide awake. My brother chased our puppy all through the house, and then Mom and Dad noticed. Uh-oh, it was quiet as a mouse. There was no sound of barking, no little boy chatter, so we sprang up from the couch to see what was the matter. Oh, when what to our wondering eyes should appear but 2 party poopers. Oh, make that 3 now. Oh dear. While our puppy curled up on my father's lap, my brother and I went upstairs for a 5-minute nap. I tell myself I'm going to take a 5-minute nap all the time. I wake up the next morning. We both soon were nestled all snug in our beds while visions of fireworks danced in our heads, and the next thing I knew, it was sunny and bright. Oh, rats! We missed ringing in the new year last night. But that's when I came up with my resolution, I believe. I absolutely will stay up for next New Year's Eve. The end. Oh, I like that book so much. All right, we have a couple songs I was going to teach you, and they're just fun New Year's songs. And this one is to the tune of Jingle Bells. So if you have some bells at home, and you might, if you did our St. Nicholas Eve party with us, we made a little bell. So you could ring that. This is to the tune of Jingle Bells. And it goes, New Year's Day comes but once a year. On New Year's Day we celebrate and ring it in with cheer. Cheer! New Year's Day comes but once a year. On New Year's Day we celebrate and ring it in with cheer. Can you all go cheer? Okay, yeah, that's a fun song, and it's pretty simple, and you know the tune. The other one you know too, because it is very simple, and this one I think you can learn right away. It is Happy New Year to you, to the tune of Happy Birthday to you. So that one's super easy. So you can sing Happy New Year to you, Happy New Year to you, Happy New Year everybody, Happy New Year to you. Good job, everybody. All right, those are two really simple songs. So simple, it might be time for a couple more jokes. What do you think, Miss Amy?
I've got a few more.
I'm making you run a lot today, aren't I?
It's good exercise. It's part of my New Year's resolution.
Yes, mine too. Good.
All right. Miss Catherine, do you like knock-knock jokes?
I love knock-knock jokes.
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Abby.
Abby? Abby who?
Happy New Year.
Oh, that is so good. You know what? My youngest daughter's name is Abby. I'm gonna do that one with her. That is so cool. Thank you, Amy. What else you got?
Oh, I saved the best for last.
Okay.
What did the cat say on New Year's Eve?
I don't know. What do you think the cat said on New Year's Eve, guys?
Any guesses? Meow.
I love that. All right, so the last thing we're going to do before we count down is we're going to look at this really cool book. It is called Happy New Year Everywhere. It is by Arlene Earlbach, and it's illustrated by Sharon Lane Holm. And we are just going to look at some of this book. The publishers are the Millbrook Press, and we're very happy to have permission to look at this online with you. But this tells us a little bit about how New Year's is celebrated in other countries. Now, some other countries celebrate New Year's at a different time during the year because they have a different calendar to work on. So the Chinese New Year, which I know a lot of people know about, is celebrated in February. It is based on the lunar calendar, which means it's based on the cycles of the moon. And so it happens at different times throughout February, but it happens in February, not January. So we're going to look at just a few countries, though. So in Brazil is in South America, they do celebrate on the same day that we do. So New Year's is on the 31st, and the 1st is the beginning of the new year. The name of it is Año Novo, and it's celebrated in a place where people speak Spanish, and the Brazilian language is Portuguese, actually. So Spanish and Portuguese are what you will find in many other languages down in South America, not English per se. So this, at midnight on New Year's Eve in Brazil, they go to the beach, which would be really cool, except it's snowy and cold outside, so we're probably not going to go to the beach. They light candles and they place them in the sand in honor of the sea goddess, and her name is La Maña. And I know I'm pronouncing this incorrectly because it's been a long time since I've done Spanish or any other language. But what the people do is they will scatter flower petals on the beach. They give each other jewelry and perfume and fruit. They throw their gifts into the water, or they put them on tiny boats and sail them out to sea. And they hope that the sea goddess will then grant their wishes throughout the year. They also eat a meal with turkey, chicken, ham, sometimes served with lentils, and they have a dessert called Rabanda, and it is very similar to French toast. And it shows you the recipe here, and you could make it. It is very similar to French toast, where you cut up the bread, you put it in the egg mixture, you put it in the pan and you fry it, and then you put cinnamon sugar on it. Sounds delicious. So they say Feliz Año Nuevo, which is Happy New Year. Oh, look at Germany. Germany also celebrates on the 31st, like we're celebrating on the 1st of January. It is titled St. Sylvester Day or New Year's Day. And I'm going to say this wrong, but Happy New Year in German is Frohes Neues Jahr. I'm sure many people out there will pronounce that better than me. But in Germany on New Year's Eve, you might find little mini pigs or devils or chimney sweeps or mushrooms in your home. They are made from plastic, wood, or marzipan. German people believe these figures are New Year's Eve, their New Year's lucky charms. Some host and hostess hire chimney sweeps or have a pig come and attend their parties. I don't know how true that is, but probably traditionally that happens. On New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, Germans like to predict what will happen to them during the upcoming year. So right before New Year's, they'll buy a special kind of lead that melts easily, and they'll let it drip into a bowl of cold water. And depending upon the shape, and these are some of the different shapes that the lead makes when it hits the water and it cools off, will tell them what might happen to them in the new year. So this little animal shape means that maybe you'll get a new pet, the airplane or the boat, maybe you'll go on a trip. The ring, maybe you'll be invited to a wedding or you'll have your own. A ball, maybe your team will win an important game. And a fish might mean that you'll learn to swim, or you'll go swimming or get an award for swimming. You can do this with the help of an adult with a candle, which would be kind of fun. I'm thinking about doing this myself. And it's a long candle. You hold the candle on one end, you light it on the other, and you let it drip into water and make a shape. And you're not allowed to move it. You have to just hold it steady over the water, and it drips where it drips, and it makes the shape it makes, right? That's how it goes. But that sounds like fun. And then Haiti, which is a very small country off the coast of the United States, they say Bonne Année for Happy New Year. Bonne Année is a greeting in Creole, which is one of Haiti's two languages. The other one is French. Haitian people often stay up on New Year's Eve to watch the sunrise. They eagerly wait Jour de l'An, which I'm pronouncing incorrectly, I'm sure. And this is when the Haitian people welcome the new year, and they celebrate the independence from France in 1804. So the New Year's in Haiti is very similar to our 4th of July celebration in the United States. Families gather for special dinners where they use their best dinnerware and tablecloths. Sounds like Thanksgiving, doesn't it? Everyone gets to wear their new clothes, and children receive gifts from their godparents. And on New Year's Day, people gather in the town square and they listen to speakers who talk about Haiti's history, and they sing and they dance to Haitian music, and everyone waves a Haitian flag to celebrate the new year or the country's independence. And this is what the Haitian flag looks like, and you could make it with some popsicles and some blue and red paper. It looks like a lot of fun. That's one way to celebrate the New Year's, and that's how they celebrate it in Haiti. And then last, I thought we would look at Scotland. Scotland's New Year's is celebrated on December 31st and January 1st, like ours. It's called Hogmanay, and they say happy birthday in Scotland because they speak English like we do. So you've probably heard the song Auld Lang Syne. And it originated in Scotland. It is based on a poem by Robert Burns, who actually heard someone singing it somewhere else. So there's a lot of history behind the song, and if you look it up on the internet, you get a whole lot more history than what we have here in the book. In Scotland, there are two major cities, Edinburgh and Glasgow. People buy tickets to huge New Year's Eve celebrations, and they party in the streets, just like in New York. As you may have seen in years past, big New Year's Eve party in New York where millions of people are in the streets in front of Times Square, and they listen to music and people talk, and they have a really good time in a party atmosphere, and then they count down to the new year with the ball, the big glass ball, dropping down and lighting up Times Square. It's really pretty and really fun, but they do that in other places too. And in Scotland, they do it in Edinburgh and Glasgow. More than 200,000 people attend. They light a New Year's bonfire and they follow the parades led by people carrying torches. And at midnight, everyone kisses. And then they hold hands and stand in a circle and they sing Auld Lang Syne. And then they kiss one more time. We probably won't be doing a lot of kissing this year, particularly if we're in groups of people we don't know. But they wait until the stroke of midnight to kiss or to sing. It's considered bad luck to say Happy New Year or sing out loud before the New Year is gone. Not here in this country, though. We sing a lot. And the words to Auld Lang Syne are right here. We're actually going to sing this, just a little bit of it. I wanted to let you know that Auld Lang Syne is spelled here differently than we would hear it. The word auld, A-U-L-D, means old. Lang, L-A-N-G, means long. And syne, S-Y-N-E, means since or long ago. So it's all about thinking about people that you've known in the past and hoping and wishing them very well and all the kindness in the world on New Year's Day. Particularly if you're, going to see them or not going to see them, you're just thinking about, your friends of the past and wishing them well. So we'll do that. That sounds good. Let's see. That was all we had planned today. Miss Amy, do you have any more jokes for us?
Let's see.
A couple more jokes. We could talk about our New Year's resolutions. I'll tell you what I'm thinking about. What do you got?
I got a couple here.
Cool.
What did the farmer give his wife on New Year's Eve?
Oh my. I don't know. What did the farmer give his wife?
Hogs and kisses.
Oh. Okay.
This one's a good warning.
Uh-oh.
What should you never eat on New Year's Eve?
I don't know. Tell me, because I don't want to eat it.
Firecrackers.
Oh.
I don't think you should eat those ever.
But they do sound like crackers. I don't think you could mistake them. I've never lit my crackers on fire, but I don't know. Miss Amy, what do you think your New Year's resolution is going to be?
My New Year's resolution is to read as many books as I can.
Oh, good one.
I think 2021 is going to be a good year for reading.
I think so too.
What about you, Miss Steph?
I like that one very much. I'd like to set a goal of how many books I want to read each month. That'll have to break down to each week, I suppose. But I think I need to be healthier. So I'd like to eat better and get more exercise. And I would like to foster at least one dog this year. So I think we've been looking for a puppy to live with us. Taylor and myself and my cats pretty much don't want another dog, but we overrode them with that desire. But I think it'd be good for Taylor to have a friend, and I think the best way for us to do that, because we can't really decide on a dog, just by going to shelters and looking at them with her, is to foster. And so that would help out dogs that need homes and dogs that need to learn how to live with people before they go on to their forever home. So that sounds like a good thing for us to do and help. And then I think I'd like to practice being kind. I know sometimes I feel a little shy to talk to people, which is interesting because I work in a place where I talk to everybody, supposed to anyway. But sometimes I feel a little nervous about it, and I'm going to work on that this year, and I'm going to say hi to everyone, because you never know what that saying hi to someone that you don't know might mean to them, and it might make them feel really good. So that's, I think, what I would really like to do.
I think you're going to excel at those resolutions, Miss Catherine. And I think I might join you in some of those too.
Cool. All right. And you know, the thing about resolutions is we have lots of time to put them together in this new month. One of the things I did want to tell you guys, though, if you are resolved to have like healthier snacks at home, we are going to have a healthy snack food competition that you could join up with us to do, and that is going to be on January 19th. So look at our calendar online, ask us about it when you come in, but it's just a friendly little competition where you can make some really cool food faces with your snack foods and maybe win a prize. So ask us about that when you see us. Miss Amy, I think it's time for us to do our ball.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So I have this beautiful glitter ball. I'm going to put my glasses back on because we are celebrating the new year and we are going to count down. Look at this beautiful glitter ball. All right, so pretend this is on top of the Empire State Building, or the tallest building in New Ulm, and we're going to count backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! All right, my guys, I am so excited that you were here today. I'm going to blow a little noisemaker. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you have a healthy, happy, safe, and warm New Year. Come visit us at the library if you have any questions. We're always here for you. We're looking forward to seeing you and more of you in 2021. Happy New Year, everybody. Bye.